Hi guys, welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today guys, we are going to be jumping down into the world of Vechain. Have you ever wondered about how many tokens it's going to take to become a millionaire? Well, in this particular video, that's what we're going to be taking a look at. We'll take a look at the structures, we'll take a look at the charts for the VET token, and we'll try to ascertain how many VET tokens are required for us to become millionaires. So as I get into today's video, if you do find it useful, informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. Link is down in the description below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not go ahead and check it out? Let's jump right down into today's video, and we'll kick things off with the daily chart here. So as you can kind of see, we are still looking for a little bit more of a pull to the downside. Now, this isn't overly important for us to kind of, ascertain, where we think the ballpark figure is going to be for Vechain's VET token and how high it's likely to go in that next bullish market. But it is going to help us be a little bit more accurate with that kind of thought pattern. So as you can kind of see, we are looking for the price action of Vechain to come down more towards between, I should say, 1.1 and 1.5 cent, right? So we can average the price at the bear market low point of about 1.3, which I think we're going to see a retest of, then we are going to be in a pretty great place for accumulation, right? So we know how low we are thinking the price action is going to be. It might come down a little bit lower. And obviously that's going to adjust these targets to the high side as well a little bit. But this is going to give you a bit of an idea, a bit of a flavor as to kind of where price is likely to go in the bear market. And then, of course, if we jump this up into the weekly chart, we can see, based on this projection to the downside, we can predict out where the future is going, right? And where we think the next kind of bullish market is likely to go. Now, there's a few different target prices here. And again, you can put in whatever target price you feel is adequate for the Vechain price action and all that kind of stuff. I think for us, though, in this point of this video, we're going to focus in really around that 786, right? The Fibonacci 786 fib level is this one down here, and it comes in at 47.4 cents. So we'll just take a 47 cent as our high-end target range here for the bull market. Now, of course, we can see we could potentially go up to the 1-to-1, which would put us at $1.43. The 1.236 at $4.87. Now, for those kind of movements in price, or for the price action to kind of reach those levels, we'd have to see significant change at the protocol layer. What I mean by this is the tokenomics would have to change, right? There's far too much supply to really see us push up to these levels without changes to those tokenomics, right? So anything is possible. We've seen the tokenomics of BNB, for example, change, and that saw some fantastic growth in price appreciation ever since that happened. It's not the only project to have changed tokenomics as well, so it's always possible that Vechain can, maybe in the future change their tokenomics, and if they do, then of course we'll be able to adjust our ranges and target ranges and our expectations accordingly. But for now, I think it's probably realistic to be thinking somewhere between kind of 50 and 60 cent is a nice safe range, and if we're really optimistic, we can go for $1, $1.40, right? But of course, really we need to know what the future price is going to be if we want to kind of be predictive over, our portfolio positions. How much VET do we need in our portfolio if we are to kind of try to generate $1 million, right? And so that's really the point of this video, right? If we know how low we're going and we're going to average price of about 1.3 cent, that means that we know what our total capital has to be to invest. And of course, if we can have a good prediction as to kind of where we think price is going to go in the future, well, that's going to be our bedrock for figuring out, whether or not we need 300,000, 500,000 or 1 million tokens to get us to those kind of levels, right? In terms of becoming a millionaire. So on that note, let's go ahead and bring up the little Excel spreadsheet that I've got here, right? I'm going to see if I can zoom in, make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can see it on the screen. There we go. Okay, this is a really simple table. There's nothing complicated about this. So we have the ticker, which is basically going to be the VET token. We have the future price, which, we are going to put in here in this cell in a moment. We have our target price, our target investment that we're looking to extract, which is going to be $1 million. And, it's going to then produce, based on the price, how many tokens are going to be needed. We can then put in our average price of what we pay for the VET token. And of course, that's going to drive out the total investment required to deliver that $1 million based on these parameters. Now, there are a few things that are missing from this calculation. Essentially, we're not taking into consideration any tax implications that there may be on that $1 million, or more specifically on the profit that is generated from the investment. Again, each jurisdiction will have different tax implications, so I can't do that across all jurisdictions in one video. So do make sure you're aware of any tax implications that you guys may have when trying to figure out whether or not you're going to be trying to generate $1 million from your VET investments and so forth. So let's start off by saying we are likely to see, in my opinion, 0.47 cent, VET. That essentially means that we are going to be looking. Let me actually go ahead and just format this out a little bit. We need 2.127660 million VET tokens in order to deliver that $1 million at a 47-cent price. Okay, now if the average purchase price for the VET token were to be, let's say, 0.013 cent, then of course we're looking to invest, and I'm going to just go ahead and just format paint this over here, $27,660. Now, we can do some simple calculations again if we really wanted to. Such as what would the profit be on this particular kind of investment, which essentially would be this minus our initial costs, which would put in a $972,000 profit generated from that investment. Okay, so we can see that VET price in itself is very, very cheap at the moment. Let me see if I can format paint this across there. And so what we can do is we can kind of acknowledge that we have a very significant opportunity here to build pretty strong positions when it comes to Vechain's VET token at a very reasonable rate that still could drive out a very significant return on investment. Okay, we can see a lot of growth potential here when it comes to Vechain. So if we come back into the charts, we can see that there's still this potential move to the downside. So there's still opportunity to dollar cost average and get in at about 1.3 cent as an average price. I still think that is something that can be achieved, and we can acknowledge that there's great growth in here. And I've taken what I would assume to be actually a really low level target range at 47 cent. I still think we are likely to see further price action than just that when things get going. We saw very good significant growth of around 17,000% in the last bull market, and I would say that we are in a stronger position with Vechain today than we were back then. I think ultimately Vechain's positioned itself quite well, and if it continues to develop the way that it is, I think we are going to be in for a really good bull run for Vechain in the future. So all in all, guys, I think that kind of wraps up where my expectations are here with Vechain. If we want to try to deliver $1 million from our VET investments, then essentially I'm going to be looking at investing about $27,500. We need 2.1 million tokens to be able to deliver that based on a future price of 47 cents. Let me know what your thoughts are on this down in the comments down below. But that is going to wrap up today's video. If you found it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.